Hi, I am so excited you're here. And I just wanted to share with you what to expect during my aligned sessions and honestly, even what they are. So, I can't even speak. First things first, I just need you to get nice and cozy. You're going to lay down, blankets, anything else that might make you feel so cozy, so supported, and really so safe. I love blankets, candles. I always have crystals with me. And I also use an eye pillow because it does help you go deeper into your body and deeper into the experience, but completely up to you. We do this laying down, and you can do it without anything under your head, all the better, because we want your neck to be nice and clear so that when you're breathing, you can really release everything that needs to go and all that energy right out through your mouth. I will say this, I need a pillow. So if you're like me who needs a pillow, that's totally okay. Just try not to use a thick one, use a thinner one, and really just allow that neck to be free and clear to release. So let me walk you through what it all looks like, but we're going to start by opening up your Akashic records. So let me just tell you, your Akashic records are every single second of your soul from the time you were a soul spark all the way through till infinity. I like to think of it like a spiritual Google in the clouds. That's how I think of it. But this space is the highest vibrational healing space that exists. So I do every single one of my healing sessions from here. So anytime, if you were to do any work with me ever, everything will be done in the Akashic records. Know that when we open, so we're going to go in and we are going to open up your Akashic records. At one point, we do that through 5 sacred breaths. That's how I do it. Sometimes I even change it up and do it other ways. But for this, we will do the 5 sacred breaths. When we do it, I will say, state your name here. Use your name. You can say any name you want. It's however you identify. So it really doesn't matter. You'll see me. I identify as Jacqueline Pross-Kaminsky. So that is what I say, which is weird. It's the only place that I identify that way is in the Akashic records, but go figure. So use whatever feels best for you. You cannot do it wrong. So know that. It cannot be done wrong. Once you open up your records, information can come through for you. So you may see color, you may see symbols, you may hear things, you may taste things, you could feel things. When I say feel things, I mean like you'll feel somebody maybe holding your hands. You may feel in your body, right? Just this overwhelming love, overwhelming healing. It could be so many different things. You might feel and experience nothing. And that's okay too. Like, so fully knowing that when we go into this, you cannot hold any attachments to it, because whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen, and it's going to be pure magic. You will receive absolutely everything that you need to receive during the session, always. I always recommend you setting an intention. So kind of always knowing what it is that you want to receive going into the session. That is a huge thing. Quite honestly, you should set intentions like every day for everything that you do, because everything's energy, and what we set intention, what we focus on, right? Energy flows, but that's not what this is about. Sorry, I kind of go off on those high rates every once in a while with stuff like that. We are totally going to call in your spirit guides, your angels, your loved ones, and then I'm going to guide you to doing that 3-part breath. So the whole reason we do breath work is because all of our emotions and everything is stuck in our body. So our bodies hold it all. We need to release the trauma, the conditioning, the stories, the patterns that we keep stuck here, stuck in the dis-ease, limiting beliefs. We basically are living from our 7-year-old version of ourselves that were hurt. Like, that's how we show up. And that's what our body is re-experiencing, right? Every single time something happens and kind of comes into our field. So we use breath work to be able to get into the body and release that up and out through the body. And what's great about this is it doesn't have to be hard. Some emotions may come up. If emotions come up, perfect. Just be with them. Allow them. They're all welcome. Every part of you is always welcome. And just breathe it out. it will move, I promise. What we do is called the triactive breath, and it is all through the mouth. So it's going to sound a little like this. So you breathe into the belly, you like push the belly out, then into the chest, and then out through the mouth. Don't worry, you cannot do this wrong, I promise. So it's belly, chest, exhale. You always want to go depth over speed. Is always important, and nice and slow when we start the journey. And as you go, you'll go like deeper, but always listening to your body and what your body is saying to you. I am cueing you, but if something doesn't feel right to you or something doesn't feel like your body doesn't want to do it, and there's a difference between your ego stepping in and your body saying something, full permission to listen and do what your body tells you always. If you feel the breath is too much and too activating, permission to go into what was called the halo active, and that's in through the nose and out through the mouth. Same rules, depth over speed. The first 7-ish minutes are always the hardest. It's where we are unhooking from the mind and getting into our bodies. Okay, so I just want to quickly chat about all the things you may experience while we're doing this. Now, remember, you may experience some of these and you may experience none of it. But you may feel cold, you may feel hot, you may feel cold and hot, all within a few moments of each other. You could feel pins and needles. For me, the first time, I felt like my hands were swelling so big and like I couldn't even move them, and they were like huge. Don't worry, that is totally normal. If that happens to you, you can do one of two things. You can return to your normal breathing. I promise you, you're completely safe. It will go back to normal within a few moments. Or the spiritual approach, and the approach that I take now would be, I would send my breath there and I would speak to it and be like, what is it that you need to release? Like what needs to go? It's safe to release. It is so safe, because it is. You are so safe in your body, and it is safe to release everything that needs to go. So really knowing that, you might laugh, you might cry. You can pretty much experience any emotion through this. Nothing is weird. Every single part of you is welcome. You don't need to do anything. All you have to do is breathe. And I promise you, you can't breathe wrong. Literally, there is no way to do this wrong. I know so many people are always so worried about like, am I doing it wrong? No, you can't do it wrong. So don't worry about that. I seriously thrash my entire body basically when I'm breathing. So full permission to move however you need to. If you want to shake your hands out, that really helps if they start to get tingly. I move my hips, I move my legs. When I say I thrash, I'm a thrasher. So know that you can do that on your exhales. If you really feel like you need to release more energy, make noise as you're breathing out. Sometimes I do that. I will invite you at some point to we're going to scream. Screaming is a great way to release all of that stuck energy. So I will cue you to scream. So if you want, you can have like a pillow handy so that you can like scream into the pillow so that everybody doesn't think like, oh my God, what is she doing? Then you'll know. The other thing that I want to just let you know is at the end, I will invite you to a top hold. So a top hold is when you breathe in through your nose, hold at the top, and you hold for as long as you physically can, or until I cue you to go ahead and release that breath. And then you'll return to your normal breathing. And then there's probably about 2 songs where you will just rest and receive. And that's when all the downloads come, and really just take that time to like thank yourself, be with you for showing up. And that's really for me when I hear the whispers of my soul. So really like listen in and just see what comes through then. And know that while all of that's going on, I am giving and sending you Kundalini Reiki, and I'll be cutting cords and also sharing gold healing with you. So know that you will be receiving all of that wonderful healing and releasing and receiving all in the Akashic Records. I think that is everything. I am wishing you the most magical journey possible. Doing this, like showing up and doing this work, makes massive, massive change I'm so excited for you. Any questions, please, you can always reach out and ask. Sending you so much love. Bye.